Hello everybody and welcome to Miami! Today is officially the day where your girl, this gal, is going to the Aerostar. I am so excited. I've gone through many waves of emotions over the last few weeks. When I got the email in, I absolutely burst into tears. I had a heart attack. Really, truly, because this is something that I have been trying to do for so long. Me, my mom, and my sisters were trying so hard to get tickets in Vancouver, and it was impossible. It was impossible. We did everything. My mom even entered radio station giveaways. Okay, we couldn't get tickets. So I am so endlessly grateful to be here and to be going. And if you haven't watched the vlog, please do. I was scrubbing through all the footage this morning and it's just such a cute vlog. It's such good vibes. We've had an amazing weekend and this is our final day here and we're going to the concert to finish it off. And I'm just like beyond thrilled. I'm gonna be sobbing all night long. I know it. But for those of you who don't care about the vlogs and you're only here for the makeup, I thought we could get ready together. So this morning I showered, I put a tan on. I am soaking in the tan and I intend to do so for as long as possible. This isn't recommended, but what I like to do is do my makeup while it's on. So I've been soaking it for about an hour and a half. I'm gonna take a little Bioderma and a little cotton pad and wash off what I've put on my face. And then once I do my makeup and maybe my hair, I will rinse off the tan from my body. Now, I don't know if I should let it keep developing while I do my hair. That might be a little bit because we're actually going into our little styling suite and filming some things with Tresemme. So I don't know if I wanna yeah, I feel like I could. I feel like I have time to shower after the fact. So we'll see. We'll see how the timing goes. We'll see how long it takes me to do my makeup now and how the tan is looking. But ideally I would let it soak for a little bit longer than just the hour. So anyway, I've taken the tan off my face. And oddly enough, even when I do this, I find it does still kind of continue to develop on my face, even with my makeup on. I don't know if I'm making that up or imagining it, but that's how it feels. And then I'm gonna go in with really light skincare, just taking my La Roche-Posay Toleraine Daily Repair Moisturizer. This is so good. I also didn't realize that it was like a sack in the tube, which is kind of amazing. But just using this solo as the base, I think it's gonna be really hot and sweaty. I don't know, maybe they have really intense air conditioning. I have no idea what to expect. But anyway, I'm gonna do my makeup. I'm actually gonna start with my Lumify eye drops because I forgot I haven't put those in. Oh, I would also like to apologize for the sound. If you can hear like the bathroom echo, I'm trying to use the mic and our room is like really big and beautiful, but it's actually facing away from the sunlight. So it's actually really dark. It's brighter in the bathroom, ironically, than it is in our room. So we're working with what we've got. But I'm gonna show you the makeup that I packed with me because I did do a little Instagram reel of a pretty much identical version of what we're gonna be doing today, but it was a really good makeup look, really good, easy glam. Obviously not straying too much from my everyday makeup, but I thought it looked really nice and it wore really nicely throughout the night. So starting with the Lisa Eldridge Skin Tint, this is so good. I have this in the shade T8 and this is my tan shade. So as my tan develops, hopefully my face will somewhat continue to match. But I honestly am using quite a bit of this. I know you don't have to use a lot at all, but it's also just me being a little bit lazy. And this is a speedy way to just get it all over my face, but it's so pretty. It just sinks into the skin. It looks like skin. I don't know how to describe the difference. I'm gonna have to think on this, I'm sorry. Between this and the Sephora Reveal the Real Skin Tint, it just feels different. I don't know. The Lisa Eldridge tint feels a little bit lighter and almost a little bit more skin-like. It's got quite a juicy, glossy finish. Like you can see how wet that still looks as I'm applying the tint, whereas the Sephora collection one is a little bit more natural finish. Like it's not quite as juicy, I guess. I'm sure there's an abundance and difference between the ingredients in them, but as far as the use, like they are pretty similar. So if you didn't want to spend the hefty cash on that, the Sephora collection one is gorgeous. Gorgeous. I just happen to have picked this one up in the deeper tan shade for myself, so that's the one I'm using. My freaking nails, you guys. I've been having such difficulty with these nails. I don't know how long I can last. If you guys watch the vlog, you'll see that I completely ripped off this nail. Dan went and bought me this liquid band-aid seal to put on it because it's so painful. And it's just one of those moments that you realize how much you use your fingers for everything and it gets stuck in everything and it just hurts. It's so sensitive and it's also so ugly. Like, ugh. One of you commented a lovely little quote that's been stuck in my head ever since, saying treat your nails like jewelry, not like tools. I was like, ugh. I just don't know how to live my life without being able to dig my nails into things. Like even just opening that, such a difficulty with my thin paper nails and they're just falling apart. It's so bad. This is so so bad. I don't know if I have the patience. I don't know if I can live through this phase of waiting for these nails to grow because they just keep ripping off and breaking. It's so terrible. So I think I just have to accept my fate and go back to builder gel because I don't want to live this way. Anyway, I'm going to use the Armani Luminous Silk Concealers. I'm going to use the Nude Sticks Nude Buff Blush. Gonna put those all over my face. I have the shades 4 and 5 in these concealers. One is a little bit more pinky undertoned. One's a little bit more yellow, so I'm just kind of gonna use a mixture of the two to conceal up my face. And you won't be able to see this so well, okay? But we're just gonna do the sequence, the method of the makeup together, okay? The application. I'm just talking you through it, and hopefully we'll have some good pics to post after. But the main thing is I need my makeup to be a little bit lighter because I want it to last. So often for me, the more makeup I pile on, weirdly enough, the less it seems to last. If I do really nice light amounts, light layers, light products like the skin tint and a concealer like this that just melts into the skin. Like whenever I put this concealer on, as you sit and wear it, you can just see it soaking in and absorbing into the skin. It's really light and beautiful. Using products like that and layers like that, for me, just make it so that my makeup looks more natural and it lasts longer throughout the day. As long as I'm setting it in properly, usually I'm a pretty happy gal. So I'm just gonna pat this in all over, and I also have a little beauty blender on hand if I just need to push that in, which is nice in helping it all absorb nicely into the face. So I came to a realization with me and Miss T Swizzle, Taylor Swift herself. I'm one of those fans who's like half in, half out. Like for me, I love the music that I love, okay? And I have my playlists on Spotify. I listen to them on repeat. There are certain songs in the world like that just make me feel so many emotions. When the Tortured Poets Department album came out, I had a 2-week bender really of sadness and depression. I was like feeling all the feels. I know so many of us were feeling it, but I was like taken back to so many different feelings and times throughout my life. Like basically any amount of really intense feelings that I've ever felt could be summed up by the songs on that album, and it just took me for a ride. It really did. I felt so deeply about that album, so many songs. And then there's so many songs that I don't like really unpopular opinion. There are songs I don't like Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? Don't care. Love to watch it, like I enjoy her performing it in the concert, but it's not a song I listen to. I'll never forget when she came out with Me, and I just hated that song. And I was like, I can't believe this was the single that she chose to go with. However, I recognize that she caters her songs to different demographics across the planet, and that's totally fine by me. And there's songs for me and there's songs that aren't for me, and that's great. But I feel like these like Taylor Swift super fans are like fans no matter what. Like you are not allowed to dislike a song, and they know every single song from every single album. Like I absolutely can't relate. Like I have a few songs that are favorites of mine for sure throughout the years. Like every album came out at like a significant time in my life, you know, but I don't know every song. I don't know all the words to every single song, and I really enjoy watching like the super fans on TikTok and how they just know everything. Like every surprise song, they're like, oh my gosh, it's this song, and they have abbreviations for every song, and I'm like, wow, y'all are into this. So I had a little bit of panic when it came time to arriving in Miami and going to the Eras tour, because I was like, oh my gosh, I feel like a fake fan, like I'm a half fan. There's so many girls who are like spending weeks and weeks and hours like bedazzling so many beautiful outfits, and they're so like deep and intricate and going deep into the lore of all the years of Taylor Swift. And I was like, I'm wearing a black corset and a white skirt to represent my love for Reputation and Tortured Poets Department, I guess. Like that's how deep I went. I don't have an entire arm of friendship bracelets that I'm gonna pass out. And I was like, I'm sorry, like I swear I'm a fan, and Taylor Swift makes me weep and feel all the feelings like on a daily basis, but I'm not that next level of fan, you know? And I feel that way for everybody. Like my favorite song on planet Earth is Clocks by Coldplay. And I went to a Coldplay concert by myself once because I love them so much, but I still don't know every song. Like I was at that concert obviously singing along, screaming along to my favorites, but I don't know every single song. So I'm like, am I a half fan? All I know is that for my Spotify Unwrapped this last year, I was in the top 1% of listeners of Taylor Swift. So here I am, and here we are going to the Eras tour. I honestly, I'm so excited. I can't even contain it. And just so grateful. So grateful to you guys, because truly, always, every single day, if you weren't here coming along for the journey, I would not be doing any of this. So love you all so much. It's really thanks to you that I was able to finally go and see an Eras tour concert, because I couldn't get tickets myself. It is that time of day where I need some energy. You guys, Justine Marjan is on this trip, and she is so lovely. She is amazing. Really, really so kind. And I've been having so many good chats with her. She is so great. And she was doing her hair yesterday, and she's also gonna be in the stylist suite today. And I'm just so thrilled. She was telling me that she drinks these Celsius peach mango green teas. And so we went and picked one up today, and I'm gonna try it. I was very excited. This will be my source of energy for the day and hopefully take me into the concert tonight. The flavor is nice. The no frizz is odd for me. You know when you feel like there should be frizz and there isn't frizz and you're like, what's going on? We can always add more blush later, but I'm gonna set this in. Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. And while that soaks in, I'm gonna fill in my brows. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 3. Someone commented saying that I should do my brows lighter. And I agree. Sometimes I do feel like I do a little bit of a block brow and I don't mean to. It's mostly because I'm just lazy to sit and draw individual hairs. Every once in a while I do feel inspired to do that. I'll try and keep it a little bit lighter today because I also don't like a big chunky block brow on me, but I also just don't love a plain brow on me. Like I need something filled in, especially when we're taking a lot of flash photos. If I don't fill in this part, this whole section of my eyebrow just disappears in a photo. Like you can see, there's just little sparse baldy spots and I just like to fill it in so I have a more full brow. So I'll try to go lighter, but sometimes I can't. I can't. But just know, I saw your comment and I hear you. I understand. Oh my gosh, another really unpopular opinion about Taylor Swift songs. I really dislike I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. It's just not the song for me. People go crazy for it. Not for me, I just don't like it. I don't know. I guess any of the super really cheesy, hyper anthem songs I don't necessarily enjoy, but I could see myself having loved that in junior high. You know what I mean? I like more of the sad songs. I'm really upset that Tolerate It and The Archer are no longer a part of the tour. Those are the songs that make me feel all the feelings. And I think my favorite album of all time, it's hard because Reputation was a cultural reset and moment that is forever burned into my brain. I know exactly where I was, what I was doing, everything when that album dropped and every part of that and all the Kanye West, never forget. I will never get over it and I can't wait for Reputation Taylor's version to come out. I need to hear those vault tracks, and also she's been teasing them since November of last year and it's so rude. I'm like, ma'am, you've been leaving us hanging for a year. Anyway, so Reputation is always tippity top tier, but Tortured Poets Department really, hit my heartstrings. And then Red is I used to listen to that top to bottom. But then 1989 is also so good. But then I also have so many favorites on Lover and Midnights. I don't know, pretty much everything post country phase, even though I love Come In With the Rain, Clean. I don't know, I can't choose. I literally have a Taylor Swift favorites Spotify playlist that is absolutely a private playlist, but it's all of my favorite Taylor Swift songs because I can't choose a favorite. I'm zooming you in and I'm taking the robe off because I'm gonna sweat this off. I can't, oh my gosh. I'm gonna smell so bad. It smells so bad. Ugh. It smells like I sprinted a marathon and then didn't shower for a week after. It's not even just a tan smell. It's a corpse, sweaty, dead smell. I've just applied the Makeup by Mario setting powder and I'm gonna do the eyes. So this little combo that I've been doing, it's honestly quite a lot of products and I am sorry about it because my Tom Ford palette no longer exists. This is the Tom Ford Mink Mirage palette. This is the palette I used on my wedding day. I love this so much. It's just 4 matte shadows and it's just everything you need. It's got a light cream, a light brown, a dark brown, and a black. So when you're just doing a classic smoky eye, that's everything. It's so good, but there are so many palettes that are like this. I just have it in my collection, so I do love to use it. Okay, so that's the eyeshadow palette I'm using. Then I have these 2 Armani eye tints. This is the shade 36M. This is the deeper brown that I have. And then this is 12S. This is a light shimmery sparkle, which is very, very pretty. So I'm gonna start with the eye tint and I'm putting this right onto my lash line. Right onto my lash line. A little bit goes a long way. If you over apply this, it will be very deep. And I'm gonna take a little smudge brush and just blend that into the lash line. I'm being pretty messy with this, nothing too particular. I don't want a really deep smoky eye. I do wanna keep it a little bit lighter because I just don't love how I look in a really deep smoky eye. Sometimes I feel like it makes me look a little sick. I don't know. And I've been seeing all of these TikToks using this contrast filter and it was so funny because you guys will never let me live it down. When I did my color analysis video, and I hear you did not like the color analysis that I had done. I hear you, I understand. Stop screaming at me. right? But she had told me that I was high contrast, which I do disagree with. I believe that I am medium contrast, and all the gals on TikTok are showing all the ways to do your makeup depending on what your contrast is. And I realize that's also why I don't like to put a lot of black onto my eyes. I don't like black mascara. I like a brown mascara. I always use a brown liner, and it's just that softer version of doing anything kind of smoky. And that makes a lot of sense. It's something that I already do, but kind of when you give a definition to it or an explanation to it, you're like, huh, yeah, okay, I understand why I do that then. How nice. So that's my new explanation as to why I prefer all of the brown shades. It's because I think I'm medium contrast. Now someone's gonna yell at me and be like, no, you're low contrast. We're going with medium, okay? Anyway, I just blended that out a little bit. Now I'm gonna go in with the palette and I'm gonna jump between shades. So I'm gonna press this in, then I'm gonna take a big fluffy brush and use that, and then we'll do the lash line with the black. Okay, so starting with that deeper brown, I'm gonna press that onto the lash line. This is gonna set in this eye tint that we just applied. It's a pretty similar shade. And you don't necessarily have to use a powder. You can just use the eye tint, especially these Armani eye tints really are so long lasting. You could totally do it by itself. I just like to for security measures. I want it to be long lasting. Then I'm gonna take the lighter brown, a fluffier brush, and I just run that all across the top. So it kind of like blends everything out onto my lid, and then I'm blending it into the crease. This is really not proper technique, but this is what I like to do for like a messy, lived-in smoky eye. Everyone has their own little variations and techniques of this, but I just love the gradient feel that it gives. I think it's so nice. Then I'm gonna go in with the black and a smaller little smudgy brush, and I'm gonna take that along the lash line. Go back in with the medium brush and just soften that up. And then I do wanna do a little bit of a lift, so I'm just gonna take a little bit and just flick it up. Whoop. I'm just pressing that right into the corner, and I know it kind of looks wild right now, but we're gonna fix it up. Sorry, I don't know why I just did that with the black. Usually I do that with the brown, and I feel like I just rub that everywhere, but then I basically just go in with my concealer brush and I rub underneath and try and take away any of the excess product that just fell underneath our face. And that's pretty much it. Is it always uneven? Yes, always. It's like I can't see half of my face. It's such a bizarre phenomenon. And I pretty much just keep blending with all my brushes until it's all blended away and I'm happy with it. Also, it is dark in here, so I can't really see what I'm doing, so this is gonna be really fun. Then, another step, I'm going in with the Pat McGrath Labs Black Coffee Eye Pencil, and I'm just gonna take this on my waterline, and I'm not rubbing it all across. I'm dotting this into my lashes just to give a little bit of extra oomph, but not too deep. You could also do this with the tip of your mascara wand if you were feeling risque. I've seen people do that. I'm sure I've done that in the past. I'm gonna do an eyeliner. This is definitely one of the messiest times I've ever done this, but what's nice is that the eye sparkle covers a lot of it. So then I'm gonna take the eye sparkle and I'm gonna put this on top. This is silvery, it's nice and cool toned. I think it's gonna look really nice with my black corset top versus if I were to use a gold. I'm just gonna pat that in with my finger. And I really like to messily smudge this all over too. Like I'm not just putting it on the lid. I kind of go across my lid and then like up over my crease. And I think that gives a nice lived-in effect as well. Channeling Taylor's VMA's UFO outfit. Sorry, I mean my eye makeup, not my outfit. My outfit is plain. Just to make the whole place shimmer. Now I'm gonna go in with a cream, just a little bit, and I'm gonna put that right on the inner corner because I feel like I kind of got a little bit lost there. Just gonna brighten up right there. And it's such a subtle, nice way to brighten up this area without adding a ton of liner. And then finally going in with the lighter brown, and I'm taking that along the lower lash line. If you don't have another brush, what I like to do is just pinch the bristles on the brush to make sure that it doesn't go as wide. I'm gonna do mascara last, so I'm jumping to my highlighter. This is the Westman Atelier Nectar. I've been loving this so much, especially while I've been traveling, because it's just itty bitty, so tiny, and it's so pretty. It's one of those highlights that has a little bit of a pink hue to it. Gives a really natural highlight, and it's just like wet. Like every photo we've been taking, it's just like, oh, this is so nice. I love the look of it, it's so juicy. And then for my lip combo, I think I'm gonna do the same thing that I've been doing. Every time I've been wearing it, I'm getting so many questions. People are always sending me DMs like, oh my God, what's on your lips? I am telling you, this is my new go-to lip for fall. Okay, so this is the Dior 303 Greige Attitude Lip Liner. I'm gonna have to redo this like 1,000 times before we leave tonight, but that's okay. Apply the liner and then rub it in with your finger. You just blur the edges out. Sometimes I rub too much away and I just need to reapply it, and that's okay. But we basically just want to get the essence of the liner. Before I put the rest on, take a swig. Victoria Beckham Bisou Bitten Lip Tint. The sticker has officially fallen off. Apply that. I love this color. This mixed with this lip liner. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Matte made in heaven. Love, 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 love. Now, you can leave it like this, or if your lips get very, very dry, like mine do, you can add a gloss on top. This is the Summer Fridays Rosewood Nights. It is so beautiful. I know it looks really deep in the packaging, but it's so nicely sheer. And it is so pretty even on its own. So even if I were to bring nothing else to touch up my lip, even if I just bring this, there's still the remnant lip liner, the remnant tint, and then just this little gloss on top. It's so pretty. This little trio, honestly, that's a very bougie, very expensive lip trio, but I can't stop wearing it. I'm gonna do one final spritz of setting spray for good luck. Then I'm gonna set my brows, Benefit 24-Hour Brow Gel. And mascara, Lancome Hypnose in brown. Can't get enough. Truly the smudgiest of smudge-proof, flake-proof, everything-proof mascara ever, ever, ever. Now don't get me wrong, there are many mascaras that I love. This is the phase I'm in right now. And it's so good. If you wanted this to feel a little bit more glam, you could put mascara on your lower lashes. I think just because it's so hot and humid here and I'm gonna be sweating and dancing, I just don't even wanna deal with it. So I'm just gonna keep the mascara on the upper lashes. And that's the look. This is the makeup look, very natural, still very smoky and glam feeling, but the skin is skinny, very glowy. We've got a nice little lip, and sorry, the shadows in here are looking really weird on the eyes, but I promise it's normal. So now I'm gonna go to the styling studio. I'm gonna get my hair done. We were instructed to go with clean hair, so I just gave it a little wash. Mine's still a little bit wet, so I need to give it a blow dry. And then when I am back with my hair done, I'll put my outfit on and I'll show you guys the finished look. So I just got back from getting my hair done, and this is my look. What do you think? Honestly, I love how it turned out. She put little bows in. I actually was gonna wear a corset top, but I switched it. I just kept my little Reformation top. This has done so much for me, this little top. And I ordered this skirt off Revolve. These are my old H&M boots. They also, guys, they gifted us a clear bag. How cute. Look at the little clear Coach bag that we can take. So cute. Finished look and outfit for the Eras Tour. And I smell like tan. So thank you so much, everybody, for getting ready with me today. Thank you for listening to my squealing and my fangirling, and I hope you loved the makeup look, and I'm so excited, so excited. Don't forget to check out the vlog if you want to see all the footage. Follow me on Instagram, all that good stuff, and I'll see you all very, very soon for a new video. Thanks for watching. Bye!